Good morning, grade 5 students. Welcome to our online science class, video class. Today we're going to have a new topic. It's called balanced diet. Let's get started. Last week, we learned about different nutrients that we get from our food. Can you tell me what those nutrients are? All right, we have carbohydrates, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. There is also fiber, which doesn't give nutrition to our body, but it helps us eliminate the waste from our intestines, from our digestive system. As you can see on this illustration, there are different foods that are present at different level of the pyramid. We call this a pyramid. And as you have noticed, the amount of the food on each level of the pyramid also decreases as it goes higher. This represents the amount of food that we should eat to keep our diet balanced, to have a balanced diet. This illustration is showing us that different foods can give us different kinds of nutrients, and they are grouped like so. For example, the fruit and veggie group that gives us lots of vitamins and minerals as well as fibers. The grain group gives us mainly carbohydrate, but it doesn't mean that it only gives us carbohydrates. Okay, it could also, food from grain group could also give us vitamins and minerals too. Meat group, more on protein, yes, and dairy group gives us fat. But then again, it doesn't just give us fat. For example, milk. Milk is in dairy group, but it doesn't just give us fat. It also gives us protein as well as the mineral calcium, and more importantly, it also gives us a little bit of carbohydrate that we need for, let's say, a breakfast. That's why milk is a very good breakfast. It is light and yet filled with different nutrients in it. Now, to make sure that we have a balanced diet, we need to follow this healthy eating pyramid. This shows us that we need to take most carbohydrate from our diet, from our food that we eat. For example, the rice, the bread, or the noodles. We also have to take 5 portions of fruits and vegetables. We have to take something from the dairy and the meat group, and we have to take small amount of food from the oils, the fats, and the sweets. Now, this shows us that this is how we balance our diet on a daily basis. Now, what is a balanced diet? When we say balanced diet, it is the correct quantity and mixture of different food types. For example, let's look at this picture. This plate is showing us that we are eating an apple, a banana, papaya, a tomato, and orange juice. Do you think this is a balanced meal? Of course not. Yes, that's right. Because there is no source of protein. It's not the correct mixture, all right? What about this plate? Do you think this plate is a balanced meal? No, again, that's right, because there is no source of well, green vegetables is not there. At the same time, there's no source of protein as well. There's only bread, rice, and it's just all carbohydrates. Let's look at our last plate. This plate shows us that we are eating plantain. Plantain is a kind of banana, which is a source of carbohydrates. And it is mixed with fish, carrots, green vegetables, and milk for the drink. Do you think that this is a balanced meal? Hooray, that's right, of course it is. So you see we have our source of carbohydrates, our protein source, plus from the milk, of course, and then we also have this carrot for our vitamins and minerals, so as with the green vegetables, right? And where do we get our fats from here? We get it from the milk and the fish. So plate C is a balanced meal. So it gives us a balanced diet. If we're eating this kind of plate for the day, it gives us a balanced diet. We will maintain the nutrients that we get from the food from this kind of meals. Now let's try and create a balanced diet plan for ourselves. So in your book, there is an activity about creating a diet plan for 3 days. So you are going to think of the food that you're going to eat and create a balanced diet plan. You have to make sure that in one day you are getting different nutrients from different kinds of food in the correct proportion. Let me give you an example. For my day one, maybe for breakfast, I'm going to eat sandwich. And I will put egg, ham, and lettuce for my sandwich. So I believe that this is a balanced meal because I got the carbohydrates from the bread, protein and fats from the ham and egg, and vegetables from lettuce. Maybe I will also put some tomatoes in my sandwich. So that's a balanced meal, right? Now for lunch, I'm thinking I'll have some tom yum with rice and papaya for my fruit. Now that's a balanced meal, right? Because I have carbohydrates from the rice, I have protein and some sort of vegetable, maybe mushroom from tom yum, and I can also have some vitamins and minerals from the papaya. Now for dinner, what should I eat for dinner? Maybe I'll have some steak. Maybe a small portion of steak. And with my steak, of course, we serve in Thailand, or randomly everywhere, they serve steak with bread and some lettuce and some salad, like a cabbage or corn, right? So the steak will do good. Now I will do the same thing with my day 2 as well as day 3, as long as I believe that I have a balanced meal for every meal that I have, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner for 3 days. Okay, so that's our activity for this lesson. I hope you could finish it, and that's all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.